Natalie Dormer is an English actress. Born in Berkshire, she was educated at Chiltern Edge Secondary School and Reading Blue Coat School, and trained at the Webber Douglas Academy of Dramatic Art in London. She received widespread praise for her portrayal of Anne Boleyn on the Showtime series The Tudors, and was nominated for 2 Gemini Awards for Best Performance by a Leading Actress in a Drama Series.
She made her stage debut at the Young Vic in 2010 in the play Sweet Nothings, and portrayed the Duchess of York in Madonna's film W.E. and Private Lorraine in Captain America: The First Avenger. In 2012, her lead performance in After Miss Julie at the Young Vic attracted widespread critical acclaim. Dormer gained international attention with her performance of Marjorie Tyrell on the HBO series Game of Thrones, for which she was nominated for 2 Screen Actors Guild Awards. She is also known for playing Irene Adler/Moriarty on the CBS series Elementary, Cressida in the science fiction adventure films The Hunger Games, Mockingjay, Part 1 and Part 2, and Sarah Price/Jess Price in The Forest.
Dormer was born in Reading, Berkshire, the daughter of Gary Dormer and wife Claire Richards. She is of partly Norwegian and half Welsh descent.
Dormer attended Chiltern Edge Secondary School before moving to Reading Blue Coat School. She has said that she was the victim of bullying while at school, but still to this day can't place why. At school, Dormer was head girl, a first-class student, vice captain of the school netball team, and traveled the world with her school's public speaking team.
During her school years, Dormer trained in dance at the Alanova School of Dancing. She describes herself as the academic hopeful of the family and was provisionally offered a place to study history at Cambridge, but, in her A-level history exam, she did not achieve the A grade she needed to attend after she misread an exam question. Dormer decided she would audition for drama schools and decided to train at the Webber Douglas Academy of Dramatic Art in London. Her first professional acting role was in the Shakespeare comedy The Comedy of Errors in 2003.
Six months after graduating from Webber Douglas, Dormer won the role of Victoria in Casanova. This was her film debut and it was released in 2005. The director, Lasse Hallström, was so impressed with Dormer's comedic timing that he had the scriptwriter expand her part. In 2005, Dormer had a small part in Distant Shores. After the filming of Casanova, Dormer was out of work for 10 months, which she ascribes to bad representation. She was attached to an independent film which kept being delayed because of financial problems. Taken off the audition circuit, Dormer waitressed and worked in data entry to support herself. She has said that her being out of work for so long was the best lesson I could have had in the first 12 months of my career.
In 2007 and 2008, Dormer played Anne Boleyn in the first 2 seasons of The Tudors, for which she received highly positive reviews. Robert Abel of LA Weekly wrote, "Natalie Dormer presents a painterly exquisiteness and complexity in her portrayal of Anne Boleyn. Her enigmatic, time-halting loveliness is a boon for The Tudors, and damn near worth losing your head over." After her character's death at the end of the 2nd season, the Boston Herald noted, Dormer gave Anne Boleyn life, making her not just a beautiful schemer but a rebellious, defiantly independent tragic hero in the tradition of rebel without a cause and cool hand Luke. Her departure from The Tudors leaves a tremendous void.
In 2008, Dormer played Moira Nicholson in Agatha Christie's Marple, Why Didn't They Ask Evans, and appeared in the film City of Life. Dormer's Marple appearance aired in the US in the summer of 2009 as part of the PBS Masterpiece Mystery Anthology series. Also in that year, she appeared in Incendiary, but her scenes were cut from the final film.
Following Marple, Dormer went on to film some new roles, including the Duchess of York in Madonna's film W.E. Private Lorraine in Captain America: The First Avenger, and Niamh Cranach in the BBC court drama Silk. She returned to The Tudors as Anne Boleyn in a dream sequence for the 4th and final season in mid-2010.
From 2012 until 2016, Dormer played Marjorie Tyrell in the HBO fantasy TV series Game of Thrones. Dormer, along with the rest of the ensemble cast, was nominated for 4 Screen Actors Guild Award for Outstanding Performance by an Ensemble in a Drama Series in 2012, 2014, 2015, and 2016, respectively, and the cast was awarded the Empire Hero Award in 2015 by the British film magazine Empire. For her performance in the 3rd season of the show, Dormer won the UE Award for Best Supporting Actress, Drama.
In March 2013, she played the Lady Dor in the radio play of Neverwhere, based on the novel by Neil Gaiman. Later that year, she appeared in the car racing drama Rush and the thriller The Counselor. She also appeared in A Long Way From Home. In 2013, Dormer played Irene Adler in the final 3 episodes of the 1st season of the CBS series Elementary. She reprised the role in the 2nd season. Dormer played Cressida in the films The Hunger Games, Mockingjay, Part 1 and Part 2. In preparation for the role, she shaved the left side of her head.
In November 2014, it was announced that Dormer was to star as the scandalous 18th-century noblewoman Lady Worsley in a BBC drama called The Scandalous Lady W, based on the book Lady Worsley's Whim by the historian Hallie Rubenhold. It aired in August 2015. In August 2016, Dormer was cast in The Professor and the Madman alongside Mel Gibson and Sean Penn.
Dormer starred in the La the Bear films / David S. Goyer produced horror film The Forest, directed by multiple award-winning music video and short film director Jason Zada, as his feature film debut. Focus Features has the North American distribution rights to the film, which was released in January 2016.
In September 2014, Deadline Hollywood announced that Dormer has been cast in Screen Gems action thriller Patient Zero, alongside Matt Smith and Game of Thrones co-star John Bradley West. The film was directed by Oscar-winning filmmaker Stefan Rozowitzki and based on a script by Mike Lewitt. Patient Zero was released through video on demand on August 14, 2018, before receiving a limited theatrical release on September 14, 2018, by Vertical Entertainment. In February 2017, it was announced that Dormer was cast as schoolteacher Mrs. Hester Appleyard in Picnic at Hanging Rock, an adaptation of the 1967 Australian novel of the same name by Joan Lindsay. The 6-episode feature aired on Amazon Prime and on BBC Two in the United Kingdom. Dormer's performance was described as commanding and delicious.
In May 2018, Dormer starred as a blind pianist in revenge thriller In Darkness, which she also co-wrote.
Following her previous audio work on Neverwhere, in August 2018 it was announced that Dormer would narrate the audiobook for Pottermore Publishing's Harry Potter, A History of Magic. Of the role, Dormer commented that she had always adored the Harry Potter books and it was fun to join the Wizarding World family.
Dormer will play Vivian Lee in miniseries Vivling. The series will focus on Lee's classic films, including Gone with the Wind and A Streetcar Named Desire, and Dormer will also develop and produce the show. Vivling will be Dormer's first series of a first-look production deal with Fremantle, which was announced in November 2018.
In 2019, she was the voice of Annika in The Dark Crystal, Age of Resistance.
March 2010 saw Dormer make her stage debut at the Young Vic Theatre in London as Meetsy in the play Sweet Nothings. In The Observer, theatre critic Susanna Clapp praised the performances of the cast and wrote, "Natalie Dormer is lissom as a dirty, delightful gadabout, pushing aside an entire chess game in order to put down her hat." She then went on to her next stage role of Pat in Point 45 at Hampstead Theatre in November 2010.
In March 2012, Dormer was back on the stage at the Young Vic to play the title role in After Miss Julie by Patrick Marber. Her performance received critical acclaim, with reviews describing her as little short of sensational, outstanding, and the perfect Miss Julie. The online theater magazine Exeunt wrote that her portrayal of Miss Julie contained all the anger, desire, wit, loneliness, merriment, melancholy and desperation of the casts of several plays together. Dormer has still more presence and eerie beauty than is apparent from her appearances on screen, and she shapeshifts almost supernaturally between seductress, child, and tormentor.
Dormer returned to the stage at the Theatre Royal Haymarket in October 2017 for the lead role in David Ives' Venus in Fur. The Telegraph described her performance as sensational, while Lynn Gardner wrote that Dormer was dominant in every way.
Dormer identifies as a feminist, saying it upsets me that the younger generation of women think it's a dirty word, and associate it with a kind of militantism or a sense of female superiority. It's not. It just means liberation and equality.
Dormer has expressed a desire to stay away from social media and a fear of being taken out of context online, highlighting that she has often been misquoted regarding controversial elements of her career. Regarding discussions relating to her nude appearances in television and film, Dormer has said, "To set the record straight, I have never been comfortable doing sex or nude scenes." Were you joking? How many people would be? My job specification is finding motivation in the text. I've turned down roles this year that have involved sex, solely because of the way I've been misrepresented. I'm so terrified at the moment of perpetuating that clickbait image of me.
Dormer co-wrote the film In Darkness, released in July 2018, with her ex-fiancé Anthony Byrne. Both have described the process of writing together as challenging. The film was criticized for what some critics called gratuitous nudity. Dormer dismissed this in an interview with The Guardian, saying that there has to be sexuality in the power play of a thriller. "We have all got bodies, after all." In this film, the sex scene, which for me was a love-making scene, is a metaphor for the way my character connects with the part played by Ed Skrein. Nakedness is a good equalizer, and the shower scene also shows the tattoos on my character's body and makes it clear she is not quite who you think.
Dormer has run the London Marathon twice, first in support of Barnardo's in 2014 and then in 2016 for Childline.
On World Humanitarian Day in 2016, Dormer gave a speech at the United Nations headquarters in New York City. The event aimed to highlight the plight of refugees around the world. Dormer specifically highlighted the violence suffered by women and girls and called for men and boys to be engaged in the conversation.
In 2017, Dormer visited Tanzania with the development and humanitarian organization Plan International. The visit was part of a drive to ban child marriage in the country.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.